with David Seymour. Just a quick question for you. What brought you to the Sika Show? You're a passionate outdoorsman yourself? Or?
Oh, look, I about 4 years ago I got invited to a pistol club, and they were the most wonderful people, shot in the morning, and it was a good family activity. They're really focused on safety. Year after that, there was a terrible tragedy in Christchurch, and the government went totally berserk and targeted these people. And I was sitting there thinking, hang on, that's like those people I met in Whakatane. They're not bad people. Why are they being persecuted? So I got to know a few more people in the NZDA and the hunting community, and I just found they're actually very good people, often very conservation-minded, very family-minded, very friend and social-minded. And I thought, actually, these are people I want to get to know a bit more. So we're just walking around and hearing what's on people's minds, because my job's to be a representative. I got to hear what's on people's minds before I can speak on their behalf. So it's been,
really
it's been
like
a good
that.
day.
It's really good to see someone who actually is involved with making decisions, but is actually involved with the community itself, instead of just sitting in their high office and their high chairs and having a lot to say.
I know it's a bit of a minor point, but we're a representative democracy. That means the process of hearing concerns and expressing them and speaking on people's behalf. And this is a critical part of that. And also, there's some pretty cool stuff here. I mean, there's a lot of small businesses, a lot of people that are really entrepreneurial. I was just talking to some guys. They actually use genetic technology, breeding, to create red stags that they then go and release in the South Island and charge some Americans to shoot them. And I said, well, you guys do a lot of selective breeding. They're like, they're basically a technology business. They work really hard to create, stags that Americans want to shoot. And I love that. I love science, innovation and business. And there's actually, you go around these stalls, there's quite a lot of it there, so it's cool.
Sweet. No, awesome. Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
How did you guys start, and what are you guys about? What are you guys about?
Well, for us, it's really just about placing people. So for us, Fjordland, Stewart Island is home, remote Fjordland, remote Stewart Island. And kind of just imagine like a beach on the water with all your toys, no schedules, no itineraries, and a bunch of good people coming together to enjoy the place. That's what it's about for us. And by connecting people with place, kind of also helping out giving back to the place. So about 10 to 15% of what we do goes back into the place in terms of conservation work, underwater clean-ups, and that sort of carry on. Yeah,
because I saw a little bit of you guys doing a clean-up not that long ago, maybe, with, I think, South Sea Sparrows?
Yep, so we run that every year. So that's what we call Tamatea Blue, so it's about sustainable fisheries, full utilisation, and looking after what's beneath the surface. So also a bit of education around invasive species and taking rubbish out of the ocean, something tangible,
So do you guys do quite a bit of education with your clients that come along with you guys as well?
It's stuff that happens naturally, like for us it's very much for just looking after the place by only catching for the table. So if we catch a fish, the only thing that goes over the side is guts and gills. Everything else gets consumed, and we only catch for the table. And that's the beauty of it.
Sweet.
So naturally, people ask questions, you show them how, and they get involved. And everybody brings something to the table. We've learned so much from our clients over the years.
Cool. And what do you guys kind of offer? Like, what experiences do you offer?
Well, the thing with us is we don't have a stencil. There's no itineraries, no schedules. So every trip is different depending on the group. So one trip might be a boys' trip, hunt, fish, dive, and that's what you do. The next trip might be photography. We have ocean swimmers. We have geologists, research trips, conservation trips. It can be whatever people want it to be. And just because you have a bunch of hunters on board, it doesn't mean that you can't also go kayaking or free diving or fishing or go for a walk. You know, you just make it up as you go.
Yeah, so basically you guys just support people to explore what we've got in New Zealand. Well, especially in particular down south.
Yeah, just go out, enjoy the place, arrive in the place. And the one thing that everyone has in common, no matter why they come, is there's no cell phone reception and no internet. So come day 2, day 3, you're actually in the place. And to me, that's the real magic. It's like people in place that actually connecting.
Awesome. No, it was great having a chat, and awesome to hear kind of some of your guys' initiatives and what you're doing to look after New Zealand, as well as kind of share it as well.
Just here with Georgie at the Ridgeline stand. So as you guys know, we use a lot of Ridgeline gear. So we're just here to talk about the different types of camos, the different types of kind of lines you have in the whole lineup. So different pants, tops, all that. So if you just want to run us through what is kind of what we've got here today and what camo pattern you've got.
Cool, kia ora. Well, first, we're actually up at the women's up here first.
Lamb stuff.
Yeah. So we started at the women's, but we've got some awesome stuff down for the women's. These ridge leggings have been selling like crazy today because they're an amazing fit, and they're actually like big enough to fit your phone in the whole pocket, which is awesome. So we've got heaps of really cool women's stuff down here. In the men's, we've got quite a bit of our performance range, which is what we've like specifically brought all down to show everybody this weekend. So we've got our Escape camo, which is like our new camo that I think we came out, was it last year or the year before? So that's really cool. It's been going really good. We've got some puffer jackets and some like stealth pants and stuff for this, but the best stuff we've got for that is...
And for any of you that are familiar with the stuff we do, this is basically exactly what we look like, just a bit just a little bit shorter, but basically same jacket, same pants, all that, and it's great.
It's awesome. So this stuff has been great, and this is going to be awesome coming into this summer. So we've got this is basically our performance tops range. Now this fabric is all lightweight. It is quick drying, moisture wicking, and it's got a antibacterial thing on it, so you don't sweat as much or smell as much when you do sweat. Best thing though is that it's got a sun rating in it, so it's a UPF 40 plus protection, which everyone's going to need this year because the sun's going to burn. And we've got tanks, we've got short sleeve tees, we've got quarter zip long tees, which is awesome because it means that like you're fully covered if you're like out on the bush or out on the boat all day, but it's still lightweight. It's not going to like get you really hot, and you know, it's all good.
And what we find is really cool is obviously we do fishing, hunting, a bit of everything, and we've got the camo quarter zips, and we've got the blue one. So, and they're specifically designed for your shooting or for your fishing side.
So this is a new kind of like camo out for us, and it was designed for fishing, but it is also great, I've heard, for like snow and stuff like that.
Yes.
So, but it's really, really good for like when you're fly fishing and stuff like that. So really, really awesome. So we don't have a huge of it down here, but anything that we don't have, we've also got a little flyer you can take away and go online, and we'll give you 15% off online as well.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good deal. And then you guys don't just stop there. We've got packs. We've got kind of all the additional bits and bobs.
So we've got some mad bino harnesses, which are awesome with these magnetic opening. They've been going awesome today. We've got the ammo pouch and the rangefinder pouches on the sides. We've got some awesome like day packs or packs with the water bladder in, which are really, really cool. We've got stuff for your kids. So we've got all the fleece camo packs and stuff like that. We've got the onesies, all the accessories on the sides. Basically something for everyone.
And then even if you go, like you've got the flex fit hats, but then even if you are doing an all green outfit for the day, you get an all green hat. You get camo hat, you get blue hat, so you can be matchy basically for whatever kind of lineup you're going.
Yeah, man, we've got everything. We can fit you out from head to toe. And then we've also got like all of our classic favourites. So like our Sika shorts, that's basically like every Kiwi should own a pair of these, and our check shirts and our yard shirts, like we've got all the classics.
Cool.
And everything, and we have got mean deals on everything as well.
Cool.
There's definitely a reason to come down and check it out, just to snag a bargain.
So what are you guys all about? What do you do? Who are you?
Yep, so I'm a bow hunter.
Yeah.
Grew up, started hunting at about 4 years old.
Nice.
Got an attraction to antlers and horns and tusks and things like that. About 12 years ago, my wife shot a nice stag, and I said, I'll taxidermy that for you. And it was terrible, but we learnt, and it's grown into a good family business. So
nice.
wife and I both work from home, full-time taxidermy.
Where are you based out of?
We're based just south of Auckland, Mangatawhiri, but service the Waikato in the Auckland area. Cool. So
anything that you specialise in specifically?
Big game.
Big game.
Yep. Deers, pigs, goats, but we do movie stuff as well. And yep. As long as it doesn't have feathers or fur.
Do you guys do fish as well?
No fish.
Okay, no fish. Just the hunting side.
Just the hunting side. Yep.
What's the coolest animal you've ever worked on?
The coolest animal. Probably what's the coolest things are the stories that go with the animal. Cool. So I'm doing a stag this year. It's a little 5-pointer from the Whirinaki. Father and son hunting together, and The son's physically disabled, and they've been chasing a stag for 7 years and finally got one.
Dang.
And they're going to mount it. So,
That's awesome.
You can have big antlers, a big tusk, a big horns, but you can't change that story. So,
yeah.
So those things are pretty cool, and so.
And then I know it'll change based on what you have, but just out of interest, like we're based out of Auckland.
Yep.
We do a bit of hunting. And roughly, what are your guys' price ranges?
You're probably looking at somewhere around the $1,800 mark.
Cool.
That's the middle. Yeah, so depending on the size of the species, if obviously a little thing, chamois, $1,400, Samba, $2,000, Wapiti a little bit more. Something like the bull. Something like the bull. That's $3,500. Done life-size cows for movies and things like that, which are escalate up again and that sort of stuff. So so somewhere in there we'll find something for you. And then the more custom the mount is, so it starts out as a standard, standard pose, and then the more the person wants done with the more of a story they want told with the mount, and obviously the more time it takes, and the greater the cost is going to be.
So just here with Callum today from the NZDA. Callum, what is the NZDA? Why should someone be a member? Give us a bit of a breakdown.
The NZDA has been around since 1937. Why you should be a member now? We've got 49 branches nationwide, so no doubt we're in it. Wherever anybody lives, it's going to be pretty close to them. We're protecting and promoting hunting in New Zealand. All those submissions you hear about in Parliament, all that sort of stuff gets done by our national office and our CEO, Gwyn. We get great member benefits as well. So you join up, there's an NZDA app that you can sign up and get. One of our members recently flew over from Australia. He went to get a rental car in Queenstown. It was going to cost him $1,000, came down to $300.
Nice.
So he's paid his membership off. Same with Torpedo 7, all those sort of places. Yeah, yeah.
Sweet. And then for any kind of international viewers, the NZDA, New Zealand Deerstalkers Association, so that's all about trying to also conserve hunting in New Zealand and protect it, like you said. Is there any kind of movements that you could tell us about? That's like an example of that.
Our game animal species are a valued introduced species.
Yep.
So that's the main thing to keep in mind. And being able to have healthy herds throughout the whole country, create herds of special interest, because there's a lot of history to those herds and stuff throughout the entire country.
Yep.